Guten Tag, mes amis. More pickup stuff. So now, today, Dita's going to review another nylon string pickup. And this is an older one. It's a Fishman Prefix Pro blend, which has some stuff under the saddle and a small microphone, I think a 1/4-inch microphone here that you can. This one, I don't think, yeah, it doesn't have a neck on it, so it's got a preamp, it's active, a preamp in here, and it's quite good. This is a Flamenco Alhambra. This has got a stunning, just stellar European spruce. Look at the grain is so close. Beautiful top. Mahogany neck with a ebony inlay, ebony fretboard. And flamenco guitar is Spanish cypress, back and sides solid. And nice a flamenco guitar. This is one guitar where I say all the sound is in the top, and that's true. This is one guitar where they do sound different because a flamenco guitar is usually shallower. It's usually about ½ an inch shallower here, and cypress isn't a dense wood. So the reflections from the body are different. So a flamenco guitar will sound different. Although this is very good. So now it's on, everything is on flat, and it's on half piezo, half microphone. And a really full, a really nice pickup. Now this guitar I got, geez, I'm gonna say 20 years ago. Sounds about right. One of my favorite guitars to play. Now it's a cutaway, and I do tell you that cutaways don't sound as good. Now look, don't get me wrong, I don't hate cutaways. We're splitting hairs here, people. When I say the full body guitar sounds better, it does. I mean, and you can test it, and if you have millions of dollars, build yourself an acoustic chamber and you can do it. So I'm not saying a cutaway guitar will sound bad, so don't get me wrong about that, you know. We're talking about where the bar is, right? So, you know, so I'm saying the figure-8 non-cutaway, that's 24 karat gold or platinum, and a cutaway can be a 23 or 22 karat, right? We're talking about small differences here, but they are. You can hear them. Now, most people's hearing, you know, unless you study music a lot, you know, and are tuned into that, and we all have biases. Some people might prefer, you might prefer a sound that isn't technically pure. So I'm not trying to be a snob here when I say that. I'm just dealing with facts, right? You know, the big test to me is always just close your eyes and don't. The best thing is don't have a clue what guitars you're going to hear or play, and then you'll be surprised because you're going to pick. Trust me, you're going to pick what's best. What actually is better, not if you're being honest with yourself. That's all I talk about. I have lots of cutaway guitars, and I love them. I love all my guitars. I'm not a great player, whatever. I just like things made of wood, and I'm an artist type, and so I like these things. And I've spent a lot of time picking them up. Why do I have a 45-year-old guitar? Why do I still have a 20-year-old guitar, a 30-year-old guitar? Because at the time when I picked them out, to my knowledge at the time, I picked out what the best thing to me. My knowledge and my hearing, my experience that I could afford. That's why I have it. If I had $50,000 and could play like God, I'd probably have a handmade $30,000 guitar, I probably wouldn't be doing videos like this because I'd be too busy performing. But you don't have to be Max Verstappen to appreciate a 600 horsepower Porsche on a closed racetrack, do you? I guarantee you I could drive that car around. They're not as good as he, but I'd have a blast, right? So I think a lot of people have to get over their biases. But this is about the pickup. You know, it has a blend. Here's now that's the under the saddle. And it's really nice through this amp. So now this is with the mic. A little different quality. To me it sounds a little more boomier because you're getting some of the coloration from the reflection inside the box. So I actually prefer most things, even though I buy these things that have EQs, I prefer them flat because to me that's a natural sound. So here's with treble boost. You can hear every time I do it because the microphone's right there. That's full treble. Nice and crisp. So here's the mid boosted. I don't like that sound. And here's the full bass. I don't like that sound either, so I prefer it. I prefer it halfway, but you know, depending on what you are, it has a notch filter in it too. Which colors the sound a bit. Again, I prefer the notch filter, usually halfway position. So all in all, I mean, this guitar came with this pickup, and I was looking for about 5 years before I wanted a flamenco for about 5 years before I found this. And the reason I have a cutaway, actually the only reason is they had two nice flamencos in the 12th fret. They only had two. They were both this model and they were both cutaway. It's called an Alhambra 7PC, or 7FC, sorry. 7FC, 7 is the designation with Alhambra. The higher the number, the better quality. So 7 is their high or entry-level professional stuff. F means flamenco and C is cutaway. But a beautiful guitar. And one of my favorites. I said this about all. They're one of my favorites because they're one of my favorites. I still have it after 20 years, and I'm not going to sell it. So again. I can hear it here. I don't know if you can hear it. I'm going to compare this with my Yamaha that has the I-beam. But this is a crisper, brighter sound. Is it better? That's arguable. It's different, okay? But this is about the pickup, and I have to give the Fishman prefix Pro Blend high marks. Very good. Very good pickup for your flamenco or nylon string guitar. Ciao.